let's go check out Popcorn World and see what he has to say. Okay, let's see what they have to say, but things are being ousted out and being exposed right now, so we'll see what happens, how they...
Before her tragic passing, Hayden Panettiere revealed many stories in her memoir, This Is Me, A Reckoning, about how Hollywood had abused her, including a very disturbing story on a yacht. Well, the internet has dug deep, and they think they figured out who was on that yacht. They're alleging a former Real Housewife and singer James Blunt?
Hey, this could be interesting.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and I want to say right out the gate, I am not confirming any of these theories or allegations. These are speculation and allegations that are all over the internet right now. I'm going to present them to you. They are denying it. Well, one of them is denying it. One of them has said nothing. But let's go through this story because we shared it before. It's a troubling story on a yacht where she reveals a friend close to her basically presented her to someone very famous.
And it was somebody led by somebody that I had grown to trust and see as a protector and somebody who had my back, and to be walked down, down the stairs, and it was as like a surprise, presented as though it was like a surprise, and it was this very small room, and she physically put me in the bed next to this undressed man who was very famous, and had his hands like this, like this was just, an average day for him. And this is something that happens all the time. And I waited for her to leave, and I mean that lion in me, that fire in me, that my hair stood on end, and I became ferocious. I was like, this is not happening. But I had nowhere to hide. And I bolted, and I hid wherever I could think of to hide on a boat.
You can't just jump off a boat. Yeah, and this was a story that horrified a lot of
people. That's the exact same thing.
Us wondering, why didn't they name who it was? Yeah. Well, here are the theories. Now look, there's a lot of proof that Hollywood was crushing not only her, but a lot of people, especially child actors, who they should have protected deeper, including her mom. But here is a theory. This is an allegation that this woman denies. Her name is Diana Jenkins. This is where her name came up and why many people were speculating and assuming due to some blind items, which, to be clear, blind items are anonymous tips. They're not confirmation. They're not proof. But some blind items came out, and they were alleging that she, the former Real Housewife of Beverly Hills, was the person close to Hayden on that boat. And that the famous person that they provided her to was James Blunt. Now, again, this is kind of a crazy theory. How can someone just make that allegation? There's, aside from the blind items, a lot of weird coincidences are here, I have to say. Now, to be clear, she has denied it. Her lawyers have told TMZ Diana has to deal with fake online rumors before. Sadly, this is another one. Let me be 100% clear about this. It is most certainly not Diana, and anyone who claims it is will be sued. So I am making it clear, I am not claiming it is. I am merely reporting on the many people who have seemingly tried to imply it was her and explain some of the things they found that made them think that way. And it all stems with this book from singer James Blunt, loosely based on a made-up story. Now, around the same time period that this happened, there were photos that were figured out and found online connecting James Blunt and Diana and Hayden on a yacht, allegedly. And that's what sort of spurned this. And then people dug deeper. The internet found a book from James that says, "To Diana, you are the source of so much fun. I love you, James." In the book, again, mind you, Diana's boat. This is, again, some story, biography wrote that's apparently full of lies. I don't know. That's what he's saying. When she still had money and I still had fame, Diana Jenkins would take me to the Cannes Film Festival on a super yacht that she chartered. It was huge. When someone on shore asked what boat you were on, you could simply reply, "the big one." And the team would assemble. It would be a gaggle of gay men, a brace of billionaire wives, some supermodels, Kid Rock, and me. Guests would fight to get on the boat with us. Bono would make an appearance and sing Miss Sarajevo to Diana. The designer Dan McMillan ended up being hosed down unconscious in the jet ski bay, having been sick on someone's bed. It was, if we visited a nightclub, Diana would kidnap all the professional dancers in the club and bring them back to the boat, leaving the nightclub with only with the DJ and the punters. And the boat was a place of fantastic excess. One night I was given an Adderall, which is a medical you get the gist, right? And then here are the photos of him with U2 and with Kid Rock. And I guess this is Diana? I don't actually know for sure. That's James Blunt using a binoculars on cleavage. I actually don't know who that woman is. Keep an eye for icebergs on Diana's boat. So I don't know if that's her. I don't have a picture of her. But anyway, this is all strange. This is all strange. The fact that there seem to be photos of the three on this boat, the fact that they've written this, the fact that Diana and her have a connection, that's what's really strange as well. Now, I do want to go through something. I'm going in order because there's a lot to get through to make sure we are giving you everything on there. She has denied it. She's saying, nope, I didn't do it. I've read you that. The sleuths have it wrong. Stop saying I did this. There she is. And she actually went after N.T. lawyer. She actually sued him. And she sued him for that thing that came out. And just so you are clear, N.T. had to apologize. He retracted it, and he said in that settlement that he did not believe she actually did it, that she was not a trafficker, etc. And that was the settlement. She then dismissed the defamation lawsuit, and they, I guess, went on their way. And he got to continue to being anonymous. But all that did happen. Now, what's odd, though, is Diana and Hayden do have a relationship, aside from this whole yacht thing that James Blunt was on. And there was, I guess, a rumor also that, or a statement that Hayden said it was a famous British rocker. So that's why a lot of these things sort of clicked into place. And so Diana released an intimate and provocative book of photos of Hayden in her book, Room 23, which you can see here. As people are jokingly saying, here's Diana's book. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm just reading what people are saying, and they're implying something that clearly Diana has denied, saying that's not true, that's not what it is, and very well, that's obviously what it is until we prove otherwise. So a lot of other famous people, though, were there, and so hard to know what actually is going on. She does surround herself with a lot of very powerful people, it seems. The book is labeled as a art coffee table, so table. Take that as you will. But shout out to BoombaCast, who sort of helped to make the connection
BoombaCast
a little clearer.
BoombaCast.
Streets are saying James Blunt is the musician that was on the yacht with Hayden Panettiere, and that her friend was none other than Diana Jenkins. All roads lead to Bravo once again. James Blunt put out a book in 2023 called Loosely Based on a Made-Up Story, and sent a copy of it personally to Diana Jenkins, who put a caption that says, "I'm so glad it's loosely based on a made-up story. Too scared to read it, LOL. But we did party like rock stars. Congratulations on your book." I have to get real close to the screen here.
Now, we've read the book, and so I think she shares some of these. You can go check out BoombaCast and look. Find some more, but
Diana.
Here's where things get even creepier. James Blunt has not made any comment. Now, Diana's denied it. James Blunt has not made a comment. But literally 2 days before the tragic passing of Hayden, he decided to drop a new music video.
There you go.
Sitting down for this?
Right.
If you haven't yet seen it, get ready. Tastes Like Summer. Here's a quick clip that we're going to show you of him driving around, and he's on a boat.
Alright, so there's a lot of symbolism. It was 2 days before she passed. She puts out a video, James Blunt, how powers that may be. You know what I mean?
What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, he's kidnapping someone in the back of the boat.
There you go.
Because it tastes like summer. Now, this could obviously just be very inconvenient timing. Could be very clever timing to try to jump on a rising controversy, conspiracy that he just thought could help his views. But it's also obviously causing a lot of outrage. When they show you who they are, believe them. Justice for Hayden and all the other victims. This is a confession. This man is just rubbing it in our faces. When will people realize these celebrities are exactly the way they show us? Justice for Hayden. This is sickening. People aren't having it. Because not only does this whole video show him dancing around this kidnapped person, which is so creepy, I don't understand the humor here. It's not funny, as James is doing. He then takes the guy out for a meal, and turns out the meal
It's him.
the meal is him.
Oh, jeez, man.
You are the main course.
What?
And the end of the video, mind you, is him eating him.
Oh, my Lord.
Not just eating, kissing it. Now, again, this isn't a confession. Actually, I gotta protect myself. I'm not implying that was James or that this is all real. My God, dude, you gotta make a comment. This looks weird. This looks weird.
Very weird.
What? Like what? Why are you kissing the meat? I am so creeped out by this. What's going on? This doesn't help your case. Again, I wasn't there. I don't know what actually happened. I don't know if the story Hayden's telling is fully true. I don't know. But I tend to believe, her here, that something went wrong that she was uncomfortable with. Okay, who was it? I wish she had labeled it and said it out loud, right? Let's expose these people. But, yeah, what do you think of all this? Now, again, don't get it twisted. Diana has said, it wasn't me. It wasn't her. So, Diana's saying it's not her. Diana did have a relationship with her. James Blunt also was on a yacht with them. What other British rocker at the time who's famous? You gotta remember that song, You're Beautiful. It was huge. He was hugely popular around that year and time. So he was very famous all through American Idol and stuff. So it would clock. What do you guys think? I don't know. What do you think? Does James have some explaining to do? Do you believe Diana's statements? I want to hear all your thoughts down below. Let me know if you have anything else to add to this. We will keep you posted.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna give you my 2 cents, but also don't forget to check out Popcorn Planet. He definitely has some serious subscribers on there to that channel. But anyway, yeah, well, I'll give you my 2 cents. Yeah, 50-50. You know, it could be him. There's a lot of artists out there who are rich and powerful, and James Blunt at that time. Don't forget, everything is timing when it comes to this industry. So whether that was timing for 2 days before her death, or timing at that time when he became very famous. I think it was 2007 or 2008 or maybe 2006, around that time frame. Okay, so that's when he blew up. He got really famous, and bam, and at that time she was doing Heroes. I think she was only 16 at the time, so she was a pretty young thing, up and famous, Heroes, and then everybody wanted a piece of her, and you know, being rich and powerful and getting up there in the charts, James Blunt, who knows? It could be 50-50. There's other artists out there who are also rich and powerful, who are English. So it could be you too, who knows? So anyway, so that's my 2 cents. Very good piece. Your own discretion, do your homework, and do your own digging, and figure out for your own self and your own discernment whether it was James Blunt or another artist. That's what I have to say. Bye for now. God bless. SP, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.